And here's a question, and this is going to sound funny, and you heard that phrase "low information voter," and I've always said that when you look at the Republican members of Congress and the Senate, there seems like we've elected a bunch of low information voters. Um, would someone like Boebert and someone like MTG be as ignorant as they are if some of the people that were the influencers in their circles um were giving them good information? I mean, when you see that tweet from MTG where she talks about cancer and it killed 600,000 people, but there are no school closures and all this other stuff. Had if if more people on the right put out good information, would MTG be as stupid as she is, or do you think that she's responding to Ted Cruz? I mean, what do you think? Are they reachable, or are they just? What are your thoughts there?
They're not reachable. They remember, think of who this party is, John. Like Sarah Palin, George Bush. Like, trust me, they're not as Donald Trump would say. They're not sending their best, right? So the idea is that these people are this way, and the Republican voters want that, right? The problem is that we have to. You know what's crazy is if you told me that if it seems like people think Biden closed down schools. Remember, a majority of all this stuff happened under Trump. You know what I mean? Biden didn't close a single school. By the time Biden was there, most people were open, vaccines came in, and it was open, right? There wasn't closures, there wasn't business shutdowns, there wasn't an unemployment line, there wasn't lack of toilet paper. They would like to have you believe that Biden was there at the beginning of COVID. It's flabbergasting to me, right? So we have to fight back, right? If I was Beto right now running against Abbott, I would say, hey, Abbott had 3 shots, and he told you not to get a single one. Why? What does he know that he wants to keep from you? I would totally rail against this. If I was in Margie's district, I would say, hey, Democrats didn't close schools. Republicans closed schools. Republicans had a shortage of toilet paper and hand sanitizer and PPE. Republicans did all this, right? And I would just continue to fight them on their own logic. If Margie wants to talk about school closures, I would say, why do Republicans close schools last year? And I would just keep going that way. I would just run into it instead of trying to fight it with logic, to be honest.